We're with FPC head coach Travis Rowland. Bulldogs come up short tonight, losing 34-7 the first round against Winter Park. Game ahead, quite a number of twists and turns. You look in the third quarter, Preston Roberts on a 4th down play chucks a 29-yard touchdown in the rain and puts you guys right back in the game. Tell us about the play call and where the emotions were right about then.
We needed a spark, man, and it was, we knew that that was going to be one of our few chances. They got a great defense, and we were in a position where it was 4th and manageable, so we wanted to go ahead and take a shot. I think we had the ball on the 29-yard line, so it's like, that's, no point kicking the field at this point. We got to try to capitalize while we're down here, and Jordan Bell scored on that route multiple times, and ran a great route, and Preston was able to step up in the pocket and make a great throw.
3 plays later, you've got them pinned back. It's 3rd down and 11, and all of a sudden Marcus Clark, who's the most dangerous receiver in Orlando, breaks free for an 81-yard touchdown. Where did it come from? Where did it break down? We
talked about that kid all week. We knew we had to keep him in check, and for the most part, kept him in check. We were cover 2 scheme, and we just let him go. Got stuck looking at the quarterback, which is always a sin at DB. I know they do that in the NFL, but in high school football, if you look at the quarterback, you're gonna get beat every time. And got caught with our eyes in the backfield. He got released and touchdown.
The first half of this game, you guys kind of took some punches, traded some punches.
Dogfight.
It was a game there wasn't a whole lot of yards in, and it was 0-0 up until about the last 2 minutes of it. Your defense, what was working for you guys? And I'm sure you were got to be satisfied being down 7-0 in a game where you only had about 60 yards of offense.
Just being us. I mean, we got one of the best defenses in the state of Florida. I tell people that all the time. This group of kids is great, man. At every level, we had great talent. I just think that tonight we just, ran against a team. We the 2 touchdowns in the beginning of the game. The one before half, we busted an assignment at backer, and then we busted an assignment and we'll give it the long pass. So I was just just doing our thing. Playing good defense and solid ball is what we did. That's what we were able to stop them. We knew, and we felt like we could dominate the game defensively. And I think for the most part, if anybody watched the game in the first half, we did dominate the game. They couldn't move the ball.
You've got these momentum swings, and all of a sudden you guys get one on your favor and then give up one that quickly.
Yeah.
Did you notice any sort of change in attitude, or was it still relatively upbeat even down with 14-7?
It was relatively. We were still upbeat down 14-7. I think the straw that kind of broke our back was the pick 6. Down the pipe. You give them a 21-7 lead when it was 3rd and forever. So that was one of those things where that killed us. Kind of going in. We're just 2 years in a row with 2 turnovers for touchdowns.
Did you choose to throw it deep on that play, or was it just a situation where Preston got out of the pocket and tried to make something happen?
I think it was just a situation where he tried to make something happen. He's a kid that's always trying to make something happen. He's a young guy, and that kind of one of the things that come with the territory. It's just kind of how it is.
You look at this season 2 ways. Obviously, you guys get to the playoffs for the 2nd year in a row. You've won 16 games the last 2 years. For the last 3 games, in playoff kind of situations, lose to DeLand, lose to Mandarin, lose to Winter Park. Where do you kind of see this season? How do you view it, the whole thing?
Anytime you make the playoffs, it's a success. That's number 1. I would never tell my kids make it to the playoffs is a failure. Obviously, we want more. But I think that, you look at the DeLand game, some costly penalties cost us in that game. And then Mandarin game, we had a lot going that week. We're missing a couple guys. A lot of people didn't know we didn't have our starting center for those 2 games. He was out with a knee injury, so that was kind of part of the struggles up front. In the DeLand game and the Mandarin game. We couldn't get a stop. For the first time since I've been here, we just couldn't get a stop on defense, and that's a testament to how good Mandarin is on offense. We ran against 3 good teams. DeLand's in the playoffs, Mandarin's in the playoffs, and Winter Park's going to make a run. So, nothing we can do about that. But pick ourselves up and keep going. We're losing 9 seniors starters on defense. We've got some guys coming in and that are on our bench, and we're going to be pretty good again next year. We'll bring back most of our offense. Just got to come ready to play.